Hey guys, I don't really know what I'm doing today other than right now I'm about to fix me some breakfast. It's 10:30. I don't ever eat early. I wake up earlier, but I don't eat then because I have to take my medicine, and you're supposed to wait an hour. I usually wait a couple of hours. I don't know why, but I do. I'm just not like ready to eat, and I don't really know what I want to eat. I've been eating like whatever was already cooked, but there's none of that left other than a little bit of the sausage and ham and bacon, which is not much because people have gotten into it already. So I can eat some of that. I'm not going to eat all of it, I don't think. I mean, I could. I mean, people are on carnivore diets now and they're eating mostly meat. I could, and there would be no, issues other than, I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to make some of these, but I'm going to make them a little bit healthier. Hopefully. We don't know. I'm hoping they're healthier by doing this. In this I have, it's not what you see. Well, it is, but it's not. It's this protein shake, a vanilla protein shake, plus chia seeds, hemp seeds, and flax seeds. It's a mix that I made up in there. I got the idea from Large Family Love from Tiffany. But let me turn on the oven, and I'm just gonna get these in the oven. We did not clean up the hand wash dishes last night. I'm not mad about it. I mean, it was just a few things, like 4 things, 5 things, 5 things if you count the lid on a cup. But let me go put my hair up and grab my muffin tin, and then we'll show you how I'm going to do these muffins. Okay, so I don't know if you can call it a muffin tin since it's not metal, but whatever. What I do is I take a regular old measuring cup. It looks terrible because dishwasher does that to it. And this little packet calls for a 1/2 cup of milk or water. Actually, does this one call for milk or water or just milk? It just says milk. Okay. Some of them say either one. So it calls for 1/2 cup, but because I'm putting the other things in it and chia seeds swell, I'm going to put 3/4 of a cup. Just a little extra liquid in there. Just to make sure that it doesn't, they're not too dry. You can come on in here. Then I'm just going to put the muffin mix. Am I in your way? Okay. Then I'm going to put about a 1/2 scoop of this in there. And it just has some extra protein and fiber and things like that with all those things that I put in there in this mix. That's all I do. Sometimes I have put like real strawberries or something like that in there. I don't have any. I may have some frozen ones, but I'm not going to fool with that today. But that's all I do is that. It just makes it a little bit healthier. And yes, it is a packaged thing, but I'm planning, since I have learned how to make muffins without the packages, because I've had a lot of these packages for a long time. I'm planning on probably, don't hold me to this for sure because I don't know, but probably I won't be buying any more packaged muffin mix. I mean, it's convenient and they're quick, but they have this whole long list of ingredients that I have no clue what they are. And the main reason I want to get rid of them is because the food dyes. And I know that some people say food dyes don't bother you and all that stuff. I don't know if they have an effect on me, but I know that there's studies that say that they have effects on people. So I don't want to take any chances. And I've got to get to the the root of what is going on with my body is pretty much what it is. I'm probably gonna put some more. This is usually supposed to make 6. Well, that one didn't go in like the others. Put a little bit. Actually, should I get my other pan out? I'll just fill them up a little bit more. It's alright if they poof over. And if you want them to be a little bit more fancy or something, you could put sugar crystals over the top. You know, like the, not the table sugar. Well, you can use table sugar too. But you use like sugar over them. Or you could put brown sugar on them if you wanted to. It's completely up to you. Which you're like, oh, you just put healthy stuff in there. What are you talking about? Put sugar. I know. I said you could. I didn't say you had to. And I'm probably overfilling these, but I just don't care. I want to not get another pan out. And they'll still bake just fine. And I'm about to put them in the oven when it has not finished preheating. Because I do that all the time. I know, you shouldn't, but I do. Well, not all the time. It's almost there anyway. If it's almost there, I don't worry about it. But, I like the little bit of I guess you say it's a pop that the chia seeds gives it. And we didn't do dishes last night in the dishwasher either because it was nowhere near full. I don't know how in the world we cooked so much food and didn't have a full dishwasher, but we didn't. So I'm going to stick them in the oven for, this says 14 to 16 minutes, and I'll be back to show you what they look like. Okay, like I said, we didn't clean up and I didn't save the bacon grease, so don't beat me up. It was bacon, ham, and sausage, so I mean it was mixed up anyways. Anyways, these are done. Yes, they did a little stupid with the craziness there, but that's alright. But these are done, and that's the way they look. And the inside, you'll be able to see the poppy seeds and stuff, but they're so hot right now that I'm not going to fool with them. Try to get them out or anything. This one is really, see, the rest of them I can just twist around. That one's really stuck. It decided it wanted to be there. But yeah, I don't want to break one open, but they're good. It's an easy way to make them a little bit healthier. I mean, I'm not saying they're the most healthy things in the world, which we do have some whole grain ones. I'm not saying they're the most healthy thing in the world. I'm not saying they're the best thing in the world, but it does make them, gives them a little bit of extra help in the health department. Noah is getting potatoes out of the back room for us. How many more we got in there, baby? None. He put them all in our basket. So whenever y'all see in a couple days that we have a full basket of potatoes, we didn't go buy any. We just took them out of the back room. Or he took them out of the back room. I didn't do it. I just asked him to. So he filled up our basket. And so we went to our own grocery store, the one in our house. Yeah, so that's done. I'm going to make my coffee, let these cool a little bit, and heat up some of the meat for me. And I'm going to have breakfast, and I'll see y'all again later. But I do want to say today is sheet and towel day. I have the towels in the washer right now. And then after those are done, I'm going to throw those in the dryer, and then I'm going to put the sheets in the washer because I like to have my sheets washed at least once a week. Sometimes I want them washed every day because I just like the way it feels whenever they're freshly washed. But that's just ridiculous. It's just because the way they feel. I always sleep better the first night. I don't know why, but it's just me. Hopefully soon we can get the clothesline cleaned up because of all the winter gross all over it, because you had to wipe it down and stuff, and let Jeff make sure it's still good, because you know that the clothesline, the actual line, can go bad over time, and I don't want to put a load of clothes on the line and them all fall to the ground. I might cry. But I do plan on using my clothesline this year. I had said that last year and I didn't use it because of different reasons, but I hope that I can be able to do it, just do small loads like I normally do, and just at least the bigger things. I want to do that. But let me go ahead and make my coffee and eat my breakfast, and I'll be back. I don't know when, but at some point, because I don't have a lot that I'm doing today that is what I'm going to be filming, and Jeff is at work. He just called me on his lunch break, and he said they're having a rough day because a lot of people are out, because a lot of people called in because it's Saturday and they should not have to be working. But that's my opinion. That's his opinion as well. But I guess it's better than not having a job at all, right? So, yeah, gotta try to find the positive, right? That's what we gotta do. So, let me go, and I'll be back. Y'all are not keeping me, so you don't have to let me go, but you know what I'm saying. I'll be back. Okay, guys, so we're having chili for supper tonight, which lately I've been putting the chili in the crock pot and letting it cook all day, but I really wasn't sure if that's what we were having or not. So I didn't do that this time, so I'm just going to cook it the way I normally would always do it. But I wanted to try some crackers to see if I could make some. So I have a recipe from Sally's Baking Addiction, and I'm going to put it together. I'll link it down below, and the wash machine's going because y'all know I've been washing clothes, and I have a battery and a charger on my table, like at least it's on cardboard, right? Anyway, Noah's charging his lawnmower battery because it's almost that time. Actually, Jeff's already cut the bacon. So this came from Sally's Baking Addiction. It's homemade cheese crackers. They look like little nip cheese, not nip cheese, but what are those crackers, Jeff? He walked outside. Like the little Cheez-Its. Yeah, that's what they look like, kind of, to me. I mean, you tell me what they look like to you. That's what they look like. Now, I don't know if mine's going to look like that or not. Can you see me? Yeah, you can see me. So, it calls for, I'm not going to give you the exact recipe, but I'll leave it down below. Cheddar cheese. It says you can use different kinds of cheeses, but stay away from soft cheeses. So, it calls for cheddar cheese, sharp cheddar, all-purpose flour, cornstarch, salt, unsalted butter, and cold water. Now, because I was just looking through the tips and tricks and the questions and answers and stuff, I decided, because Sally said that you can use salted butter and just omit the salt, I decided I was going to do that because I have a pretty good bit of salted butter. So I'm going to just do it that way. So it's one less ingredient that I'm putting in. But I'm going to be using my food processor to do this, which means I'm going to shred my cheese in it, and I'm going to mix it in it and everything. So let me get my camera down here, and we're going to start making some crackers. This does have a rest time of 45 minutes in the refrigerator, but I'll tell you about that whenever we get there. Okay, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to measure my cheese. You need 6 ounces of cheese, so I'm going to weigh that out over here. And this was, I think it's about 8 ounces. 7.75. So let me see if I can cut off the right amount. Probably going to cut off too much, because I'm not good with this stuff. Jeff's better than me. Alright, 6.55. I didn't cut off too much. I cut off not enough, and I used the wrong knife, because this one is awful. It's supposed to be a steak knife. 6.35. I knew it wasn't enough. Can you please work with me, not against me? Alright. Just a little bit more. And a little bit more. I'm fixing to not worry about it. Oh no, that's too much. How does that work? Now it says 6. How does that, whatever. Maybe this thing's wrong, but whatever. We're fine. We're gonna eat this as a snack. It's gonna be yummy. Jeffrey, you want some cheese? There's cheese left over there. Okay. The first thing I'm going to do is grate my cheese. So, let me move my scale. So I'm going to grate this. Where's my doodad? I like that this food processor, you can't use it without this. It's a safety thing. Like, I can push the buttons all day and it will not come on. But when I put this on, what? I showed it to them like that. I took it out and showed them. When I put it in, they can see where it comes in, kind of. It turns right on, but it won't now. I like that. It's a neat safety mechanism. So I'm just going to get this shredded, and then we'll go from there. That little bit does not want to shred. The one thing I don't like about, I'm just going to let that be in there. It's going to just have to be down there. The one thing I don't like about it is your cheese gets stuck up in that thing. I don't like that. I don't know why it does that, but it does. Alright. Set that down. And I'm going to take this piece off. I just did crazy. I should have left my other thing in. Will you take that? I should have left my blade in. Yeah, I'm done with it. I was going to be smart and just use the, like, shred the cheese first and then put this in. But now I've got to get this in there. I'm not going to be able to do it. I'm going to have to take the cheese out. That didn't work. Well, trying to work smarter and didn't. Had to make me work harder. Now I'm throwing cheese everywhere. Help, Jeffrey. He said there was no help. I'm on my own. Alright, so all I do now is put the cheese back in. The cheese, and it says to cut the butter into 6 pieces. Wait, I'm not supposed to put the butter in yet, so leave that alone. I've got myself confused. I'm going to put my sleeves up. Alright. Put the cheese, flour, and cornstarch, and salt, which I'm not doing the salt because of the salted butter. Let's see. Yeah, 1 cup. That's all the flour I will need. And you can use whole wheat flour or all-purpose or freshly ground, it says. It's up to you what you use. And the cornstarch. Now, I'll put it in there and, whoa, I can't do that. What am I doing? I don't know how to use this thing because I don't use it often enough. Alright. Put that on there and mix it until it's just combined. Until it looks like wet sand is what it said. No. Till it's just combined, about 30 seconds. Does that look combined? But it looks combined. Does that look combined now? It looks combined before. Now I add the butter. I should have read this thing more than just once. That's what I should have done, but I didn't. Well, I did, but now you've eaten it all. Go ahead and eat it. We've got more. Okay, so now I add the butter and then mix it until it looks like wet sand or resembles wet sand. And the colder the butter, the better. Oh boy, flour just flew out everywhere. Does that look like wet sand? No. Yeah, that's the way I think it's supposed to look. That's the way it looked on the... She's got pictures on her website, so that helped. Alright, and remember I didn't add the salt because I used salted butter. So now, let's see. I add the water and pulse it until the dough forms large clumps. So it's about 10 pulses, it said. I don't think that's it. Does that look like large clumps? Looks like the water is, oh, it sticks together. It looks like it's like, maybe it'll work. Hopefully it will. If not, I don't know what we're doing. Alright, so now I need to transfer the dough to a lightly floured work surface. Divide the dough, divide it in half and pat each into a 6-inch square. If the dough feels dry, moisten with your fingers with cold water. Wrap with plastic wrap and refrigerate until firm, about 45 minutes or up to 2 days. So I'm going to move this stuff out of the way and get my surface where I can use it. Okay, so I'm going to do them one at a time because I don't have a lot of space. But it said lightly floured. I don't want to put much flour because I don't want to dry this out too much. And I'm hoping that my silicone thing will help me. So first I'm going to take this out. And it says you do not need a rolling pin, that there's no need for one, just use your hands. Alright, so about half of this, maybe that's about half, I don't know. it said to, let me read it again, divide it in half and make it into a 6-inch square. I should have made it a little bit closer to the edge so I could see. I don't know. This is just, it doesn't seem to be sticking together. So I'm going to get some water. Which it said to get water if you need to. And it's just not sticking together. It's kind of reminding me of a pie crust in a way. But if it doesn't stick together, I can't transfer it to saran wrap, whatever, plastic wrap, cling wrap. It's got lots of names. And I'm not going to get all like worried about it like I do with every other one if it doesn't turn out, or like other ones I have, because I've gotten worried and upset whenever things were not turning out before. But this time it's just gonna be whatever. So whatever. We're gonna eat it either way. And I think that I read that she made the recipe double for the website or something, or for her cookbook. I'm not sure. I don't know how this can make 128 crackers, because there's no leavening in it. Now, is this going to be 6 inches is my thing. Okay, so that's about 6 that way. So it's about 6. I don't know. It's close enough. So let me get some saran wrap and put that one in it. We're gonna see what happens. It's fun to experiment. I think I'm gonna get my big spatula to help me pick it up too. So let me grab that. I don't know if y'all can really see what I'm doing over here, but I'm laying the saran wrap out. Hopefully I'm laying it out. Who knows? Alright, where's my big, there it is, hiding under there. Oh no, that's not the business. It's not what's supposed to happen. Okay. Lay it there. Try to get some of that up. Now I'm just gonna wrap it up really well and put it in the refrigerator for 45 minutes. And I'll do the other one too. Seems like it might be alright. Hopefully. Alright. Get a little bit of flour. And I know I'm going to have more water. I I'm wondering, which I didn't do the flour exactly like it said. It said to spoon it, which I didn't read it well enough. To spoon and measure. I didn't do that. Feels like this part right here is wetter than the other. Or maybe it's just me. I don't know. But I'm not going to add any water until I know. And it looks like it's more to it. Like I have more here. So I might not have divided it properly. I definitely want to grab a rolling pin and use it. It might be easier in some ways, but then again, I don't know. It probably wouldn't. Probably stick to it. But yeah, I think this one is larger than the other one. It's definitely thicker. So I didn't divide that in half very well. So it's probably going to be bigger than 6 by 6. But that's alright. Either way, if you drop it in chili, you'll never know once it's baked, of course. Because that step will be later. This does seem wetter though. So I'm wondering if I should have pulsed it some more. Trying to make it uniform thickness, and I don't think I'm going to be able to. Not exactly, but then again, I don't mind if it's not exactly. So let me grab more wrap. Little spot right there does not want to stick together. They do smell good though, and you could probably add herbs. I don't know. I didn't read that part. I didn't read if it said that or not. If you want cheesy ranch crackers, you could probably add ranch seasoning. I don't know though. What I should have done is just flattened it out on the saran wrap so I didn't have to transfer it. Maybe I'll remember that next time. But I know this one is definitely bigger than the other one, so I did not have to stuff properly or divide it or whatever you want to call it. Same thing. And that's alright. I can work better on a surface that's like I'm head on with it. See, I could have just put the saran wrap and just done this. Why didn't I do that? I don't know. It may be a mess after I did that. Alright, I'm going to put this in the refrigerator. Let it rest. Okay, so I'm about to get the crackers, well, the next step, which is rolling them out, cutting them, and baking them. But first, I'm going to use Tony from Chaotic Country, which I don't know where she got it from, but I'm going to use her trick with parchment paper. You see how it's just like this, and it doesn't want to stay on the pan, and it does, you know, rolls up, and it's annoying and all that stuff. You could fight it and get it down to, you know, shove it down in the corners and all that, but she does this. Whenever I did that the other day, Jeff asked me why I was going to throw it away or something. What was it you said? Oh, why I was going to throw it away. Why throw away the perfectly good parchment paper? But crumpling it up like that makes it to where it will stay in that pan. I mean, so much easier. I mean, it's not perfect, but it's a good trick. And you can actually just fold it over and lay it down like that. Be a lot easier to handle. So there's Tony's trick. So there's that. Now, I don't know if this is going to work out right or not, but we're going to try it. I'm tempted to not put it on the floured surface. I'm tempted to just leave it on this and do all the things. If this one bothers me and I can't seem to get it to work right, then that's what I'm going to do next. But I'm supposed to unwrap the dough square. See, I can't even unwrap it. Unwrap the dough square, place it on a lightly floured work surface. Hopefully that's lightly floured enough. And then I'm supposed to roll it out to a 9-inch square. This one's probably not going to make it to 9 inches. We'll see. We'll see what happens. The other one's going to be bigger than 9 inches. Jeffrey, do you have a clue where my little rolling pin went? I gotta find my little rolling pin. I'll be back. Alright, I found my rolling pin. Jeff didn't even know I had it, so he wouldn't have known where it was at anyway. But I'm gonna roll it out, and hopefully it'll stay together. It doesn't look like it's going to. I think I might have flattened it too much to start with, but I don't know. It's not wanting to do what I want it to do for sure. We'll try to get it to work right. We may not have square crackers. We may have crazy crackers. Jeffrey, it's not wanting to stick together.
Mush it.
Mush it? That's your solution? I reckon that's the solution. Mush it. It's not doing right. I don't know. I probably did something wrong. But I'll go back and look at the website later and see what I've done wrong. Maybe the other one will work better, but I think that's thin enough. What do you think, Jeffrey? Does it? No, it doesn't say. It says to put it into an 8-inch square, but I don't think I did this. Like, I think that I thinned it out too much to start with. We're just going to have funny shaped crackers. I'm just going to cut it. It says to do it in 1-inch strips, but you're supposed to turn it into like a, what do you call it? To cut it into a square first, but I'm not going to cut it into a square. I'm just going to cut it just like this right here is going to be a cracker. It's going to be fine. And I'm just going to cut it. I don't care if they're bigger than the others. I don't care if some of them are like smaller than the others. It doesn't matter to me. Get back over there. And it says you use like a pastry wheel. I have one of those somewhere, but I just thought this would be a faster thing to use. You can use a pizza cutter, which that's what this is. Whatever you want to use. So I'm just going to put them on the pan. And the oven is preheated to 350. We're not looking for it to be perfectly shaped or anything. We're looking for the flavor to be good. I mean, I do want them to be kind of uniform so they bake a little bit, you know, uniform or whatever. And then you're supposed to poke a hole in the middle with a toothpick or a skewer. But that one's larger. I'll just tear it. It'll be fine. And they shouldn't spread, I don't think, but we'll see. Let's see, does it say if they spread? It says to cook them for 16 to 18 minutes, or if you want them crunchier, do it for 20. So we'll do it for the 16 and then we'll check it. And then after they're done, you let them cool completely on this pan. So, alright, I am going to try to poke these in the center. I don't know if it's going to do any good. That's probably to let the center cook the same or something, maybe. I don't know. You can sprinkle sea salt on them right now, but I'm not going to add any salt. Like I said, the cheese has salt, the butter has salt. I'm not adding any salt. These are not all the same size. We don't mind that either. We're just trying. Alright, so I'm going to put those in the oven and let them cook. I'm put them for 16 minutes. And check them then. But I'm going to go ahead and do the other ones. But I think I'm still going to do them with y'all, so y'all can see if maybe these look better because they're thicker. But I think I made the squares too thin. I'm not sure. See, this one is thicker and it seems to have done better, but it's much bigger as well. Are your hands clean? No? Okay. They're still trying to come apart a little bit. How thick do you think they need to be? I don't either. Because I think the problem I have is I thinned them out too much to start with. So now that I'm trying to do this, they're not thinning out like they're supposed to. So I may just leave them kind of thick. What do you think? Fine with you? I'm gonna just try it. I don't know. I'm gonna cut them. And whenever I looked up the recipe, or looked up a recipe, I just put in homemade cheese crackers. I didn't look up any certain type of thing other than that. It might be easier if you do use a pastry wheel or something, because this is just all one big thing and it's trying to pull it all up at once. But this is fine. Plus you get the little design on it if you use one of those. And they're cute. And there was a comment that asked if you could use cookie cutters, like small cookie cutters. And the creator of the recipe said yes, absolutely. You could use cookie cutters, that she thought that the small designs would be cute. Alright. I'm just going to cut that one like that. Cut a few of these down just a little bit more. I think that's good enough. And maybe this that's a little bit bigger or smaller that fell apart, I just put with that. Alright, so let me get another pan and I'm going to put them on the parchment, or you know, get a pan, get ready with parchment, and we'll see. Okay, I got my pan and I'm just going to sit these on here. I'm going to kind of look at these others. They are not spreading out tremendously, so I don't have to worry about putting them close to each other. I don't want them right up against each other, but I don't have to worry about them being close. They smell good. I think this one I'm gonna maybe take a little from that one, put them together. No, I've already put my thing in the oven. Not the oven, the dishwasher. Some of these are going to look like they're supposed to because they are in the middle. It's just the outside edges that are not going to. They may not be all the same size because I didn't care to cut them the same size. It doesn't matter to me. we're fine with that. I mean, I want them as close as I can so that we don't have to worry about them, you know, some getting done a lot faster than the others. And it's just for us to have for supper and just to try. I think there's way more though this time than the first time. No, I don't think. I know. And I may end up getting these a little close. They may love each other too much. We'll just crack them apart. They're crackers, right? Put this together. Make it into one. Alright, now I'm going to get my toothpick, poke holes, scoot it over here. And I don't know if poking the hole makes a difference, but if it does not make a difference, that's alright. If it does, I don't want to take a chance of it messing something up for me not doing it. I am not trying to get exactly in the center. I'm just trying to get as close as I can with just eyeballing it. It's a fun recipe though, I think. It says that after they're done, let's see, to let them cool completely before serving, which shouldn't take long, honestly, because they're so little. And then it says you can store the leftovers at room temperature for up to a week, and if they're tightly sealed, they lose their crunch. So you don't want them too tightly sealed, unless you just want a soggy cracker. I can't say that these will probably last very long. I don't know. It's funny how good they are. Alright, there we go. I'm going to put those in the oven as soon as the other ones are done. And I'll be back once the other ones are done. I'm going to clean up my mess. Okay, so this is after 16 minutes. And the other ones I just did for 18 because there's more of them on the pan. But I'm going to let them cool for a few minutes and then we're going to try one or so. I don't know. This one's really thin. But anyway, they look good. They don't look like the picture. But I didn't do something right. But they didn't fall apart completely yet. So we'll be back. Or I'll be back or something. Do what?
I better know when to clean it up.
Oh. Okay, so we're gonna try them. The other ones are still in the oven, and Jeff's been cleaning some stuff in the pantry, so, or rearranging some stuff. So I'm just feeding. What you think?
Cheese dip. Or cheese it.
It tastes like a cheese it. Noah! You think it would have been better if I would have put the salt on top?
Probably a little more closer, but.
You want to try one? Just one. I'm recording, so you might not want to get closer.
Got a homemade cheese.
Is it a homemade cheesy? Yeah, something like that. I thought we could have it with our chili.
Cool.
You like it? I think they're good. Yeah, they won't last. Okay, so I'll put the link down below. I'm fixing to get started on the chili. The one I just ate was a little bit softer, so you might want to go for the 18 minutes. But they're good. So, even though these don't look exactly like, you know, they're supposed to, we don't care. Ooh, we can put some black pepper in them. Have black pepper cheese nips or Cheez-Its or whatever. They look fine. I'm sure that the second batch will look more like the others, but they're tasty. Those are really good. All right. Let me get everything ready to go for the chili. I didn't, because like I said, I wasn't sure what we were going to have tonight. I didn't make any black beans, or didn't cook any black beans. I usually do them like in my Instant Pot, but we're just not going to have black beans this time. You don't have to have them. We're just going to have chili beans and cannellini beans and tomatoes and tomato sauce. And it's going to be delicious. So let me get to cooking. Okay, so I didn't think y'all needed to see me browning ground beef again over and over again, you know, like I do. But that's what I've been doing, is browning this. There's, well, less than a minute now on the second batch of crackers, or second, whatever you want to call them, batch, I guess. And they're going away. Those are good, y'all. But yeah, I needed to get a little bit browner, because I'm like Mr. Tom. I don't like gray ground beef. I just don't. But I've got all my cans open except this one, because it had a pop top, and I knew it would be like that easy to do it. And this is tomatoes with zesty chili style. They're seasoned and ready for chili. I don't know what's in them, but they smell delicious. Oh my goodness, those smell so good. What's in them? They have tomatoes and onion powder, chili powder, garlic powder, celery, and green bell peppers. How did I know? Okay, these are ready to come out. But I'm going to take these out real quick. I'll show y'all what they look like. These look better than the others, are closer to what they're supposed to look like. They're a little bit thicker too, but they're really good. There's two on there, a few of them on there that were really close friends, like those right there. But I'm going to go sit it over here on my heat pads so I don't burn myself. And, yep, that's gotten to where I want it. I like whenever I don't want my ground beef burnt, don't get me wrong, but I like it to have some little brown bits on it. That's the way I've always been. That's the way Mama did it. But you see it's got some little brown bits on it. That's flavor. And I just like it. I even like my burgers to be a little bit like that. But this is to the point where I want it. So I'm going to start putting in my tomatoes. This is the ones with the chili ready ones. And then these are just regular diced tomatoes. It already smells like chili. That's regular diced tomatoes. I think we only had one can of those chili ready ones. One can that I saw anyway. And I'm putting in chili beans. These are Aldi chili beans. Oh no, I just made a mess. Oh boy, that's fabulous. The lid did not want to come off. Well, you gonna come out of there? No? Maybe. I don't know. Come out. There. Now I gotta wash my hands off because they're a mess. this is 2 cans of cannellini beans that have been drained and rinsed. And I'm gonna have trouble with this too. So instead of me fighting it, well, I'm not gonna fight it. I'm not gonna try to do what I normally do. What I normally do, and I've done it for years, is I'll cut off both ends. I think Jeff taught me that. Jeff, did you teach me that? Anyway, and I'll push it through. Did you teach me with the tomato paste to just push it through? Oh no, where's my little, well, I don't have a smaller one clean. So I'll grab this one. It'll be just as good as small too, but it's not short like I was gonna get, but it doesn't matter. Length of it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter at all. Alright, I'm just talking crazy now. I put a whole thing of tomato paste in there. And some people might think, oh, that's so much. Why? Why you put that much in there? Because we like it. Get that off there. And I may put another can of chili beans in there. Haven't looked at it yet, so I don't know. Or looked closely at that. I gotta stir it up some, but I got chili powder to put in there first. Alright, chili powder. And I thought I put corn in it before, but Jeff said he doesn't remember. I could probably look back, and I put a lot of chili powder, so don't look if you don't like it a lot. But anyway, Jeff said he doesn't remember, and I don't remember, but I could look back at one of my videos and know, but Jeffrey, do you think I should put another can of chili beans in here? Or do you think this would be good? What? I put 2. But I know that you and Noah like the leftovers. But, what do you want? Do you think? I mean, we don't have to. There's plenty here for us for supper and have leftover too. Alright, we're going to just stick with this. So I'm going to stir it up. I'm just going to let it simmer for a little while we're doing other things. And we'll have chili in a little while. So, I'll be back to show you the table. But really, this is it. I mean, that's the way it's going to look after it simmers. The cannellinis will take on a little bit more color out of the chili sauce and stuff, but that'll be the only difference. And I don't always do my chili the same way, because like I said, I don't have any black beans that are already in the can. This is my last bit of cannellini beans that are canned already, as far as I know. So, you know, usually we just put different things in, different kinds of beans. I have put garbanzo beans in, and they're good too. I just drain and rinse those though, just like I do the cannellinis. But there we go. I'll be back. Okay, so here's the chili, and then there's the crackers, and Jeff grated some cheese, and he's got some jalapenos there. And with that, I'm gonna go because we have some more things that we need to do tonight, and I'm not going to be recording it. So I will see you guys again tomorrow. Thank you for hanging out with us today, or with me. I don't know if you saw anybody else very much. But anyway, thank you for hanging out with me today. I do appreciate it, and I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, go ahead and do all the YouTube things. And if you didn't, do them anyway, because you might like something we do later. Most importantly, leave me a comment down below. And remember, don't take any wooden nickels, and be sweet.